All right, so the purpose of today's demo is going to be to review quickly this workflow as it relates to manufacturing and routes. So, in short, this workflow is out of the box now in version 12. There's a simple button you can click to activate this flow, and it will function accordingly. So, first step is to plan your work orders, right? Well, I'm going to do two examples here. The first one I'm going to do is just a simple manufacturing order that doesn't involve work orders, and the second one I do will involve work orders. But the first one we do will show how the materials will be waiting, how the transfer will be scheduled, how the materials could be picked, and then once the transfer is marked as done, you will see the materials are available and you can manufacture. So let's go into Odoo and take a look. So to activate this feature, you go to Inventory, Configuration, Warehouses, open this up, and you can see you activate the feature here, pick components, and then manufacture. Very straightforward. That's all you're asking for. Now, let's go to Operations, oops, not there, but Manufacturing, Operations, Manufacturing Orders, and let's create a new MO. From here, we can go select our product, and watch once we confirm this, or in other words, quote unquote, activate work orders, it shows us the two materials that we need and generates the picking automatically. And if I check availability, nothing is reserved yet. I can access the picking directly from the MO here, or your team in the inventory department can go into the inventory app and see pick components, right? And we can always just go into settings and edit this, manufacture. Something like that. And we can change the view, pick components to manufacture. And we can see we have one to process. We're waiting on one. If we open this up, it'll be this one that we just did at 1:05. And we can see it's 1:06 p.m. Eastern Time. So if I open this up and if I check the availability, I will see we've officially reserved these products for that MO. And I can pick these up and transfer them to the pre-production location, which is where they will be sitting. And if I drill into this and look at the current stock, I will see we have 1 unit of raw material 1, 1 unit of raw material 2 in the pre-production location, of course, because we just executed this transfer to the pre-production location. Once that's done, I go back to manufacturing, and you will see on the MO, the materials are available. Before, and I should have showed you this before, if we go and we do run this again, same flow, check availability, nothing, manufacturing, right? We can see there's a difference, right? When they're not picked yet, it's waiting. So manufacturing order number 9 is still waiting here. And I can always go back to the inventory app, repeat the cycle. We still have one here that we want to process, check availability. Actually, we don't have any in stock right now. But what I can do is I can go to number 8. I could return them if I wanted to into the stock. I have to specify the quantities I want to return. Return them into stock, validate that return, and then I could always go to number 9, reserve them, validate, move it in, and if I go to manufacturing now, I will see manufacturing order number 9 is available and number 8 is now officially waiting. So allocating that through a picking is no problem in Odoo. And once you open it up, you can produce. Here's what we're consuming, here's what we're making, record production, and mark it as done, and everything will have been recorded officially here, including your inventory moves. They went from you just pulled them from the pre-production location to the production location where they were consumed, and then from the production location to the stock, we moved a final product. And now if we look in our warehouse, oops, not there, but in our warehouse dash, for instance, filter, we could look at, oops, still learning about these reports, but you can see here we have the the final product, which is we have 40 units of it currently in stock. Now, for a flow that involves planning work orders and whatnot, it's the same thing. Manufacturing, create a new MO. We'll use test product 2. It requires a route, save it, and just like that, you can plan it. Once planned, right, you're not going to be able to proceed because you don't have the stock on hand, right? You're going to need this picked. So the same flow ensues. We can go to inventory. We see we have one waiting here. Check the availability of the junk product. Validate it, right? It will no longer be waiting in the manufacturing. We can see here, we have one to launch. It's ready. It's no longer waiting, right? We can go to the manufacturing order. We see the materials are available for that test product 2 that we just did, and it's planned. And then, right, you can go through with the work orders. I'll just execute them manually here. Process and just close, mark is done. And just like that, the MO will be all wrapped up. You can go back here to the manufacturing order. You'll see it's no longer there. That was number 10. Number 10 for the test product is now officially done. And we just added the work order here, the inventory move, the picking that we executed a minute ago is here. So that, in a nutshell, is how how that route will work for you. Again, you can configure those routes. It's a simple matter of going to routes. This is the one you're doing. Pick components, then manufacture, and you can really get into the weeds here in terms of adding even more steps and layers into how you want this route to flow. So I hope that this addresses your concern, and if you have questions, let me know. And of course, we're really looking forward to starting this partnership with you guys. Thanks so much for your time.